I'm just, girl, I don't know what you've done to me, but I've been decoding part two because I thought there's something like something told me this. I didn't hear properly, like what was, because I'm like, Lovey, were you lying to this girl as she says that you were lying to the girl? And then I had to kind of measure it from my perspective or my understanding of men, right? So he said to her, there's a part which, because she's like, I don't understand what you're saying. And I'm like, you weren't, this is where like in the past, I said he was professing his love to you and he was telling you, I want to make loads of babies with you. I want to have loads of babies with you. Like he was professing. It wasn't like a literal sense to say, give me a baby. He was saying like, when a man says like, I want to make loads of babies with you, and loads, it's like, you know, I want to, I want to, I want to sex you, duh. Do you get me? I want to have sex with you. But then you told him you were celibate, right? He was like, oh, you're so beautiful, which wasn't a lie. I wish I finished the video before coming to record because, fam, but him saying like, I wanna, yeah, I wanna make loads of babies with you. Like I wanna enjoy you. What are babies? Sperm. I wanna enjoy you, right? Maybe I need to put this as an over 18. I want to be flowing in your juices. I want to make loads of babies with you, meaning I want to sex you, right? And you're like, I don't understand. I don't understand. But then I think because women nowadays, we're so caught up in the busyness of life. So when he said to you that you're like, when you told him about your lash business, you know, when he told you about your lash business, it's like, I want, you know, like, oh, that's good for you. I think it was in a way like maybe he was fed up. That's what I'm picking up. Like maybe he was fed up. Like all you're thinking about is, the thing is, yeah, I hate having to give tips to women because I'm like, why, people tapped into your inner, you know? So yeah, like, it's not like he's just flirting or just telling you sweet nothings. Was he in your presence when he was saying like, he was saying it was not just about sex with you, meaning it's not just about sex. Like, it's not just about cough, 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 cough. Did you get what I mean? It's about, I want to delve into you. I want to swim in your ocean. But because you're so caught up in the hustle and bustle of your life, no wonder nothing is working out. No wonder, because you're so caught up in the dream. But he said this, that when God gives you a dream, it means you're not listening. It means that there's something that, do you get what I mean? An example, there was a business I was praying for, and I went to Lovey to pray about it. And then later he said, oh, the reason why you had that dream is because you're not listening. And I was like, but then what, like what I saw in the dream, I, what I saw in the dream, I actually saw it in real life because I wanted something else, right? I wanted something else, but then I ended up actually seeing what like I was praying for in real life. But the thing with my heart is that I'm contending that I don't want, like, do I really want that for myself? Do I really want that for myself, like for my business? And the the would you call it, the building, like the building, the shop, let's say the shop, right? The shop is still there and it's been there waiting, right? It's been there waiting. But in my heart, I've been contending, like, I just want a small business. I don't want a big shop. Like, I don't want a big shop. I just want, because I'm only new to, I only finished my course like not long ago. Would you get me? I don't want something too big. I just want a startup. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. So it's like the place has been waiting since, yeah, the place has been waiting since time. And I'm like, but I've just left it because I'm like, I, I'm not moved. I'm not moved to start off big. Do you get what I mean? Because having many customers is just gonna be a lot for me. Like, I've got 2 kids. I've got 2 kids. Imagine. I've only just started doing esthetician stuff not long ago. Anywho, so then she got to the part where he was like, I want us something good, whatever. When he said that I want us to merge our souls together. Yeah, that's the bit I wanted to get to. When he said I want to merge our souls together. One thing you have to understand about, one thing I've noticed with Congolese men, right? Because it's a French speaking country and French is the language of love. Even Lingala, like, we were having this conversation with somebody where I was like, the vibrations, if somebody speaks in Shona and they're like telling you how they love you or this, and it's a totally different vibe. Whereas if it's somebody speaking Lingala, it's like tears. It's like tears. Like, I don't know, there's something so, you get what I mean? It's like when they're telling you that they love you or they're in love with you, is it's like they're literally crying tears. When they're asking you for sex, it's not about sex, but it's like, I wanna I wanna enter your heart. So now when he says like, I want to merge souls, you know, when we say the heart and the soul, this is where you feel that deep desire, that deep, there's an in, you know, that deep something for somebody. So it's not about, you know, when Dr. Uma makes that joke about, please turn off your lower chakras. It's not about the lower chakras, it's about here. Do you get me? Like, I want us to merge our souls together so that you can enjoy me, I can enjoy you. Do you get what I mean? Like, we're intertwined. And you're just like, well, I just saw it as wicked. And I'm like, girl, why am I out here decoding your relationship? Like, why am I out here decoding your relationship? Because the moment, like, if somebody's saying those things next to you and they're telling you, I want us to merge our, and they're looking in your eyes, I want us to merge our souls together. Are you thinking of witchcraft? Like, what are you thinking of? It's the heart. Remember, Congo is the heart of Africa. That's what we call it. Like, it's the heart of Africa, right? And trust me, the heart is the heart and the color blue. The color blue means truth. Are you deep in it? The color blue means truth. And that's the color on their flag. But it's a problem that us women have. It's a problem that us women have. That we get so caught up in resisting. We get so caught up in the image, the fairy tale of having the picket fence, the family, that we forget to be in the present and just enjoy the man. Would you get me? That's what I mean, like the fear of the unknown. The fear of the unknown. Maybe I'm not explaining it properly because me, I'm not Congolese. So, but you get me? Those men can love hard. They can love hard. You know, so the moment he's telling you, I want us to intertwine our souls, it's like you, instead of getting in your emotions, that's the time you should be like, you know, like you should look at it with a smile because he's professing. Is it seduction? He's not he's not seducing you, but it's like a it's like a way, it's like a, I can't find a word for it. It's not a carnal seduction, it's like a seduction of the heart. Like, I want to satisfy you. Hey, I want to satisfy, yeah. It's just to satisfy. I want you to be satisfied. But you said you're satisfied with Jesus. You said you're satisfied with Jesus. This girl. Me, I feel like people am I the one who's just not woke? Am I the one missing something? Because why am I sitting here at 1:30 in the morning decoding your relationship with someone? Hmm? Hmm. So, yeah, because I don't think what you said was wrong when you said it's not about the money, but maybe you were too in your emotions, like enjoying the trips. It's a bit deep, or it's a bit deep. Because for you to hold down the relationship for 3 years, but then he was also sleeping with other women, that was your issue. But I feel like if you understood this, you wouldn't have been crying tears, because it's like you wouldn't be worried. I think sometimes women, our self-esteem, it's not even self-esteem, but it's like, yeah, our self-esteem, because you have to learn to break away from the patterns of what's going on in your family. Like, you have to, this is why I tell people sometimes learn to sit down by yourself and decode, like, what this man is saying. I know the Bible says men lie, but this is a man of God. You think he'll just sit there and just lie to you? This is where women have to learn to size up what's the truth and what's a lie, right? Because as I said, we're so caught up in the in what's going on in the world. Women are the ones who have lost their soul because they're so caught up with what's going on in the world. And then when they settle for mediocrity, this is why they say don't settle. When we say don't settle, we don't mean don't settle for a man or for just like uh, don't settle for mediocrity. And the thing is, yeah, this mediocrity, we put it upon ourselves because of the condemning that we're doing in our heads. Do you get what I mean? The condemning that we're doing in our heads. We're questioning everything. We're questioning everything. Or we're just caught up with, well, he's taking me out, he's taking me here and there. You could, like, he could have courted you, but if you're so satisfied in yourself, you would have said, it's okay. Even if he gets another wife, me, I know what I've got with my man. Or, eh, do you get me? Me, I know what I've got with my man. It doesn't faze me that he's with this other woman. Not necessarily to say you don't care about him sleeping with other women, but it's like, if you were so intertwined, then it may not. If you were so intertwined and then you understood the game, then you would know how to get the ring and ting. And I don't think that you're stupid. I just think you were naive. Naive is the to say, because when they say this is a man's world, it's a man's world because a man, as I said, like, he'll always be on top. Like, he'll always find a way out, in a way, right? If he's a high value man, a high vibrational man who has the right mind, and you get what I mean? Because this is the thing, like, if we follow the patterns of this world or the things that other women are doing. For me and my baby father, let me tell you, me and my baby father, would I say I made mistakes? No, because me, I wanted something so different because I don't want that feeling of feeling trapped. Like you people are saying, there are women in the church that feel trapped. I've never wanted that feeling of feeling trapped. Do you get me? But I understood, like, from the get-go, I knew that this man was capable of being with me being his wife, whatever. But because I feel like I was still young in the brain. That's why I couldn't give him a chance like that. But what he was saying to me, I took it as Bible. I took it as truth. I never took it as a lie. Hence why, hence why, hence why I trust me, that man is not perfect. That man is that man is what? But I had to step away from the mindset of this world, and I had to step away from what my family was telling me, what my friends were telling me, what my body was telling me. I took it as truth. I took it as truth. But then if do you get what I mean? I'm at the stage where if I say Junior call me, like in my head, if I say Junior call me, he'll call me. If I say I want space for some time in my head, do you get me? But to the world, I just act like I'm submissive. Like I'm not like I'm submissive. Like some girl was like, "Oh, you're so submissive." I was like, "You don't know. You don't know. In spirit, I'm whipping that man. In spirit, I've been whipping that man since day one. I've been, I've been whipping that man since day one. But to the world, I'll just act like I'm receiving nothing, which." Mm, mm. But sometimes as women, we get so caught up in dreams, which dreams, they're not bad, or they are actually from God. But it's about how are you going to get that dream? How are you going to get that dream? From 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 years ago, I knew I wanted a baby with this man, but I knew that how am I gonna do it? Do you get me? From from the moment that we first actually got intimate, I knew that I wanted to have a baby for this man because if you know, they say eyes are the window to the soul. The soul, eyes are the window to the soul. So the moment we looked in each other's eyes, I knew that this is the man I want to have a child with. But imagine it took us 6 years. But you know why? Because me, I knew I wasn't physically ready. Second of all, I was in stress mode. I was working and I was more consumed about work, which he was telling me, can you relax? There was a video I made where he was saying, babes, can you be careful with where you work, please? Because if one of the patients kick you, but because we get so consumed with money, 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 money. So I don't think that you're stupid. I'm just trying to, uh, because we're still waiting for part 4. Instead of you sending me shade on your stories, I'm still waiting for part 4. But we'll allow you, it's in your time. It's in your time. Like, people that are saying you're stupid, I'm like, girl, this girl's been flown out. She's been flued out up and down. She's been going places. So with her bae, with her bae, do you get what I mean? I know I'm looking like some auntie. She's been flown out by her bae. So it's like his actions were speaking louder than his words. But then sometimes let the words and the actions match to get the dream that you want, right? Let the words and the actions match, you know, to get what you want, or to even get better than what, you know, because the Bible says God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we can even ask for or imagine. Take a dream as an imagination, right? Mhm. Yeah. Because his actions were quite consistent. His actions were consistent, right? He was he was flying you up and down. He was take a man that's okay. A man that is running a big church and has all these members. Bruh, he's got all these things that he's doing, yet he still has time for you. So he was consistent with you. And it's like consistency matters, right? Though to some people, me, I'm not really bothered about consistency, but I have my own reasons, because me, I like my freedom. My freedom is one thing I cherish, because do you get what I mean? My freedom is one thing I cherish because I have family. I have family and I want to spend time with family. I don't want to be so caught up under a man that. So that's why I can handle some inconsistencies, as long as he's keeping me updated. Well, what people would deem inconsistent. But as long as he's keeping me updated. And one thing about Congolese men, they're quite consistent. They're quite consistent. Regardless whether they're on bad terms with you, you know where you stand with them. Regardless whether they are angry, whether they even want to machete you, they're consistent in the love. Do you get me? But it's all about you. It's all about you as a woman. This is why the Bible says, guard your heart with all diligence, meaning your mind and your heart, right? Because your mind can influence your heart and it can influence your actions. Your mind, your heart, and your action. Your mind can influence your heart to feel a certain way. That's why it's like you're being swayed, you're condemning yourself, you're questioning. My problem is that I'm just stubborn in it. So like if I'm not ready for something, I'm not ready because I've got, do you get what I mean? I've got other things that I want to do. Oh yeah. Women, that's the problem with us. We condemn ourselves a lot. We just take everything as lies, lies. Now the man is lying. And it's like, what if they're not? But if his actions, he was quite consistent. He was calling you up and down. Because how many times will a man continue to when the Bible says men lie, it's like you don't fall for the words, right? Fall for the actions, fall for the, do you get what I mean? That's what should turn you on. That's what, you get me? When they say men lie, you just don't take in the words as in, oh, but he was telling me this. You take the words as in, when he's telling you that, it's like food. You take it as tasty food. Like, is that so? Do you get me? That's like, is that so? Intertwine our souls? Like, you see why I'm so expressive? But I'm not saying this is how you will react, but it's just like, I want to make loads of babies with you. You know, just imagine the thought of, he's saying, I want to make lots of babies with you. You're like, oh, you're imagining, oh, like, he wants to make lots of babies. It's like a man just coming to tell you, I want to make love to you. I want to make love to you. Are you going to sit there? Yes, you can refuse a bit. Yes, you can refuse a bit. Like, you know, but don't be too stiff with it. Otherwise, you'll go to hell. Don't be too stiff with it. But am I communicating? Me, I feel like that's why you people have been together for 3 years. I feel like you people were all okay with, I don't care if he's dating over there, I don't care if he's dating over there because what we've got is real. However, then I found out that he's been sleeping with other women. And I'm like, oh, shoot. I don't know. I'm trying to understand some things so we know where to go from here.